Hello, everybody, and welcome to episode 306 of the Seal podcast for the 30th of January 2026. As you can probably guess, there's no Fraser here tonight because you can hear my dulcet tones, and it's just me and Dave. Hello, Dave.
Hello, Neil.
How you doing?
Good. I am very good, thank you.
Cool. We did get in touch with Pilch, but he's too busy turning up on TV at the darts with his silly fish hat on.
Yet?
Well, I didn't see. He posted it to the Discord, a clip of him on the TV. It's on chat. ITV4, I believe the darts is on. If you want to watch, look out for Pilch with his fish head on. It looked like a ray. I couldn't work out if it was a ray or what sort of fish it was. His mate's got definitely a crab. Well, yeah. His mate's got a red crab on his head. His mate could be his relative, I don't know. His companion, let's put it that way. Not in a weird way, like at that Coldplay concert. Just, they were just sitting there having some drinks, watching the darts. No cuddles. So anyway, as I say, no Fraser. He's work stuff going on, I think. He said he had a meeting, so I assumed it was work meeting. Don't know.
Yeah.
It could be something else. Who knows?
I'm going to be in a similar place end of March.
What, work meetings?
March? End of February.
Or just missing shows?
Yeah, might miss a show because I've got a project that we've got to do out of hours on Friday, Saturday and Sunday.
Hope you're getting paid extra.
Me too. we haven't discussed that yet, but
funny that they haven't mentioned the fact that they want you to do this extra work, but they haven't mentioned how you're getting reimbursed for your time.
They're normally pretty good.
Good.
What might do is just get like time in lieu, and then like
time and a half time in lieu, maybe.
Yeah, maybe, I don't know. They'll sort me out.
Good.
Dear.
Don't like employers taking the piss out of their employees, no matter who they are. Having been one of those employees who let them take the piss out of me for quite a long time. But no more. No more. Before we move on to the football, we had a bit of an entertaining day at work today.
Go on.
I better fill you in, because...
is this like hot off the press Tesco?
No, this is... Well, I think it may have been on the news, but last night, the place where our fresh food delivers from, they had a blockade. Apparently there were some farmers not too happy with Tesco's for whatever reason. Don't really know. Probably not paying them enough. Or on time, or something or other. And they decided to block the depot. So nothing could get in the depot or get out of the depot for however long. So we didn't get a delivery last night of like a whole lorry load of fresh food.
You're like, yes!
So I came in and it was like, we haven't got any of this, we haven't got any of that, we haven't got any of this. I was like, all right, that's okay. Mid-saves in chat, hello.
Hey.
And then, so that was one thing. And then, during the day, there was an engineer on site who came to test the emergency generator. And, well, he did something. Because we were all just working away in the shop. No one knowing anything different. No nothing.
See how this is going to go. But
all the lights went off very briefly and then came back on again. And then they went off again. Yep. And then they came on again. And then they went off again and came on again. And I was like, that's a bit fucking weird to have 3 power cuts in a short succession like that. It turns out he turned the emergency generator on, but which caused like a weird break in the power.
Yeah.
Or overload, potentially, I don't know, or something weird with the power. And then he turned it quickly off again because he realised he'd fucked up. And then I think he pressed the test button after that. So I don't know if that was all happened, those 3 things that caused the 3 weird power surge / cuts. But what happened was everything... Well, it was weird. Like, a load of the stuff... Like, I don't know, if you go into the Tesco's now, or multiple supermarkets, you get a scanner to do your own shopping, don't you? Well, guess what wasn't fucking working after the power cut? I was like, and everyone's like, all you hear is all these people going, trying to scan stuff, and going, boop, 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 fucking non-stop all around the shop. You're like, for fuck's sake. And it was like, is this going to start working or something? It was like, we literally just had a power cut. I don't know if you noticed all the fucking lights go out. So the Wi-Fi is probably not working, which obviously these things don't just work like magic. They need to connect to something.
Oh god, this is useless. It's
Yeah. And then some bloke's like, oh, am I going to be able to do my fucking shopping? I was like, I don't fucking know. Fuck off and leave me alone. I'm just putting out some carrots. Anyway, I obviously didn't say that. But what happened was big bad things happened. Because when he did the power thing, I think there was a surge or something, and it blew a fuse somewhere, and just like loads of power sockets. There's obviously multiple different circuits of power in the shop.
Yeah.
So loads of the stuff was working. Like all the big fridges and shit like that was all fine. But one rather important piece of technology wasn't working, and that was like the server for fucking everything.
Yeah.
So
If ever you want to break something electrical, the best way of doing it is flicking it off and on again really quickly.
Yeah, apparently.
In multiple successions.
Well, apparently someone said they were in one of the offices nearby and they just heard a big bang when something actually blew up. There was no fire or anything like that, but it was a big bang. And it was like, oh. So the Wi-Fi didn't come back on. And there was like no connection to the actual network. So I couldn't like go and get labels off the computers. Well, none of the computers was working, but all the tills were still working. I was like, there must come a point where the tills get kind of full of, like their memory gets full of whatever they've been doing, and then they just won't take any more transactions, I assume, at that point. So anyway, it got sort of sorted. What happened was like it was a merry hell broke loose for a good couple of hours, basically.
Yeah.
And then some guy turned up and he found a power socket that was working somewhere and ran an extension lead to the server and plugged it in on a fucking great big extension lead. And I was like, I guess that sort of fixed a lot of the problems, but it hasn't fixed the actual problem, which was like low power to loads of fucking big parts of the shop.
Yeah.
Like one of the pharmacy fridges wasn't working.
Yeah.
But they had enough capacity in their other fridge that was working. Oh, yeah, it's just one of those days. And I was just like, my mate, who used to be a manager as well, and he was just kind of looking at each other going, one of those days where you're quite glad you're not a fucking manager anymore. I'll take the shit wages so that I don't have to deal with all this bullshit that's going on now. People fucking moaning. And you're like, it's like, what do you want me to fucking do?
Obviously, everyone that's gone round, probably right near the end of the, like, putting their shopping in.
I appreciate it's quite annoying, but there's literally fuck all I can do about this. So, yeah, it's one of those days at work.
Very good.
So, yeah. I was, like I say, and then I just went home at 5:30 with an empty shop, basically. It's great. And I'm not back till Monday, so hopefully whatever shit show occurs over the weekend will mostly be sorted out by Monday. Whee!
You can walk in on Monday again. God, a hard weekend.
Yeah, hard weekend. I went to the pub at 4:00 Saturday, got really fucking wankered. Whee! That is the plan. Current plan for tomorrow is go to the pub about 4:00. We'll see. Taking some cheese to the pub.
Taking cheese? What, like your own cheese to eat?
Yeah, actual cheese. And obviously all my cheesy jokes will be there as well. But yeah, that's the current plan for the weekend. And then my mum and dad coming around for dinner on Sunday. Maybe a roast. Maybe we'll get a curry. Not too sure yet. Depends how hungover I am. Probably.
I've got a Christmas chicken with like all bacon and
Christmas chicken.
yeah, I don't know why.
Did you have it in the freezer?
Yeah.
Yeah, I hope you haven't just left it in the fridge for like 4 weeks. Probably won't be very nice.
No, we found it in the I found it in the freezer the other day, and I was like, "Why have we got this?"
They have to defrost it before you can cook it.
It's in the fridge now. Yeah.
So yeah, it's one of those. Keep in the fridge for 24 hours and then cook it for like. Make sure you check that motherfucker if it's been frozen before you eat it.
Oh no, I've got a probes.
Yeah.
I've got the Bluetooth probes.
Because you'll find a bit that hasn't been fucking defrosted right in the middle, and then cut into a nice piece of raw chicken.
I've never done that before. Never got ill from a bad food like that before.
Not from like undercooked food. I
No,
feel like you've been
no.
ill from food before, Dave.
Oh yeah, yeah. Not yeah. That's because of my weak
Cheese.
body. Yeah, yeah, yeah. No,
Anywho,
not like food poison or anything. I don't think.
I don't think I've ever had food poisoning either.
No, I've heard
I
people
did.
have had it before and like
Yeah, it's not nice.
been seriously ill.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't want salmonella or any like nonsense. No, thank you.
No.
I did have a caffeine overdose once. I
Oh
don't
right.
recommend that either, honestly. I thought I
Was
was
that Red
dying for a
Bull
minute.
or
No. I
Red
just drank
Plus
a
or?
lot of.
Oh right.
I made 2 cafetières of fresh coffee, one after another. So it's like, well, I made one, I drank it. I was like, oh, that was really nice. I'm going to do another one. And then about halfway through that second one, I was a bit like sitting on the sofa, like starting to like really sweat and go, what the fuck is going on, man? I feel really fucked up. And it was just like, oh, I really need to go to the toilet. And that wasn't pleasant. And then once I'd sort of calmed down a bit, I was like, I wonder what that was all about. I was like, so I searched caffeine overdose. Went, yep, that was what it was.
All right. Yeah. Right.
Yeah, not great. Don't drink too much coffee all at once. Or
No,
Red
not
Bulls,
like
I
that.
guess, and all that shit. Stephen, is there more caffeine in Red Bulls than there is in coffee? I assume so. I
I
don't really know.
think so.
Don't know really. But don't drink too much caffeine, kids. It's not pleasant. Anyway, been waffling a bit. We're supposed to do about
Yeah.
football. So let's get a little update on the old fantasy football. If I can find the button. Why is that? Something's gone weird. Hold on, I've just got to readjust this window. Oh, it's being a knobhead. Oh, there we go. So I'm top still. Back to nearly a 100-point lead because I had all right week last week. 55 points for the week.
Did well.
Ooh, can't remember what the average was. I think it was about 40 something. So I actually got my bench right last week for the first time in a while because I've been having a lot of points on my bench after doing my wild card. So I did an all right wild card, but I had the wrong players in the 11 for about the first 3 weeks. So last week it actually went okay. Fraser is second. I'm on 1,431 points. I'm 1,532nd in the world again. So I went up like 2,500 places last week, which is quite a lot. But it's still quite a long way to get up to the top 100 and shit like that. Because those people are just fucking losers. All they do is look at fantasy Premier League. It's not that I do that all week. So Fraser's in second on 1,333 points. He got 42 last week. And Billy Big Bollocks from last week, Lewis, who was giving it the large in one of the Discords I'm in, after his 82 points last week, got 34 this week.
Oof.
Yeah. Go on. Start crowing this week, eh? No, funny enough. I haven't heard a peep from him all week. He's still third, though, on 1,302 points. Beautiful Spurs in fourth. The top 5 hasn't changed, basically. He got 40 points, 1,292 overall, and Ant Stevens, who came into the league late, he got 39, 1,280. Top score for the week is up to 6th. Chris Jackson got 64 points last week. I can't remember. I don't know if this is going to work if I click on it. It's going to look all weird on the screen. But he had Van der Ven, Virgil van Dijk, Mark Gahey all getting points in the back. Then Harry Wilson, Mateus Cunha, Jared Bowen all scored in points. And Kev also got 64 points last week, I believe. But he did take a 8-point hit. So he ended up with 56 points technically. And Chip Spice was on 63, I believe, from memory. So there was 3 in the 60s, but only really 2 because points hits. Bottom of the league, it's Gary and Mike, 6 points apart. Gary's on 1,018 points. And he got 50 last week. But Mike played his wild card last week, scored 28. Oof. Yes, indeed. Oof, indeed. A big French egg for him. So yeah, that is the main league. Dave, I didn't mention you. Let's have a look. Where were you? You got 35.
Yeah.
Not the worst, but not great.
Yeah. Although I
But
stayed in the same position because
yeah,
Will Barkley got 29. So
yeah, it's a bit of a
when
stinker.
he went down, I stayed the same, and there was a few other people moving around me. So
Yeah,
yeah, Chipper 63. Like
yeah. She's had some
his
good weeks.
his.
She's either
Mm,
hot or not, like largely her team. It's like scores shitloads of points or fuck all.
mm,
So I don't know what's going on
yeah.
there.
I did leave a big chunk of points on the table. I was quite annoyed with myself.
It's a bench, not a table.
The bench, sorry. uh, where am I? Don't know. No. Oh no, I'm looking at this week's points. Sorry.
What do you mean? You did
I've
only
got.
get
I
35
don't know.
points last week. We haven't got points this week yet.
What's going on? Why did I see 11 points on the? Oh, maybe I was looking last week, so I don't
No,
know.
I don't know. Anyway, you weren't miles off the average, so it wasn't horrendous.
No.
On to the old head-to-head. We had Daisy Reed beating the average, 57-44. Chris Jackson obviously won their game, 64-34 over Christian. A close one here, Elusive Man, 44. My boy Adam, 43. So he lost again. Mike Redmond, funnily enough, lost 28-39 to Mr. Kinsit. Gary got 50, but he was up against Chipper Spice, so he got destroyed anyway, 50 points to 63. Lewis, 34. Andy Cox, 43. Mark Allport, 55. Pretty decent score. Heard that somewhere before. Luciano, 37. And then Pilch beat you, Dave, 50 points to 35.
Ugh.
Fraser, funny enough, he's not here tonight, isn't it? He got lost to me last week, 42 to 55. And then my wife, Lou, lost 50 to 56 to Kev, which means it's basically status quo for the top three. I'm 8 points ahead of Mark, so it's the same as last week, and they are 9 points ahead of Elusive Man in third, and then Andy leapt up to fourth. Mr. Kinsit leapfrogged Fraser also, and up to fifth. Fraser's down to 6 after his defeat. And at the bottom, Scary on the bottom, level on points with Kev 15, but Kev has scored 1,071 points overall versus Gary's 1,080. So Kev is technically ahead on points scored. And yeah, they're 4 points off Mike in 18th. Average is down to 12. Getting a good kick in lately, good. Get the average down the table. So that's that. Football wise, this weekend kicks off all games. Well, not all games. The first games of the weekend are 3 o'clock on Saturday because we've had European fixtures in the week. And let's just talk about that for a moment. I think I've already spoken to you, Dave, because I was a bit drunk last night. You were there when I recounted the story of the Benfica game, the end of the Benfica game, where the goalkeeper scored in the 98th minute, which was quite funny. It was bizarre watching that because there was a big VAR decision in the first half, which meant their first half ended a good 5 minutes after everyone else's first half. And therefore, the second half kicked off about 5 minutes after everyone else kicked off. So they were still playing like 5 minutes behind everyone else when everyone else, because there was all the games in the Champions League were happening at 8 o'clock on UK time.
Right, okay. Yeah.
Because it's the last round of fixtures for the whole big group. There's 36 team league. It's really stupid. They only play 8 games so you don't obviously play everyone in the league. It's fucked up. But this is what they're doing now. And they were beating Real Madrid 3-2 quite late in the game, in the last 10 minutes. I can't remember what point they went ahead, but it was they had a good 10 minutes at least to play out to get their win, which they thought for some reason was going to get them through into like the knockout phase. Because basically the way that the 36 teams are, the top 8 go through to the last 16, and the next 16 teams play another extra round of home and away to decide the final 8 that go through to the last 16.
Mm.
And the bottom 8 in the whole league are out of there. They're done. Finished. So
Right.
with all this time left, Benfica winning 3-2, they were in like 25th place, which was the first like losing spot. And for some reason, the message hadn't got through to them. Like all the other games had finished, so everyone knew who was watching, including all of the fucking supporters in the stadium, that they needed to score another fucking goal to get into the knockout round. And they were just like the goalkeeper was catching the ball and then like falling on the ground and wasting time. And it was like, what the fuck are you doing? Taking ages over free kicks and all this shit. It's like, oh my god, they don't realise that they're going to go out. They're going out, and all they've got to do is try and score. I need to score another goal. And obviously, Real Madrid didn't want to lose because that meant they weren't in the top 8 because of them losing. So they were to go. So it was fucking quite fascinating just watching this all play out live. And when they finally realised that they needed another goal, look, we're literally about 96 minutes or something stupid because there was 8 minutes of injury time. I think there was supposed to be 7 minutes, or I can't remember exactly what, but because there was fucking all this bullshit fanning about, it was taking ages. It was an extra minute or something. But anyway, the keeper launched it up. They got a free kick, and it was like a good 30 odd yards away from goal, out towards the sort of touchline a bit. And so you see the keeper there. He goes up, and it's like this never fucking happens. No one ever fucking scores. The keepers never fucking score. You usually don't get anywhere near it. It's a bit of confusion and chaos, and the other goalkeeper comes out, claims it, and it's fucking just gets. Then the risk is that your fucking keeper's nowhere in goal, and they launch an attack, and you can see the other goal. But not on this occasion. The guy just pumps the ball into the box, gets it in the mixer, and so there's just like a massive wall of players running towards the ball, and loads of people jump in, and like the goalkeeper just gets up, plants a perfect header in the bottom corner, and it was like, fuck off, he's fucking scored, I don't believe it. And so they went into the knockout round. It was fucking bonkers. And it was Jose Mourinho's the manager. And he just like grabbed the nearest person who was anywhere near him, ran up the fucking touchline, pointing into the crowd, going absolutely mental. The nearest person to him was a ball boy, and they were both going fucking mental. It was funny. And it was funny. Yeah. So, and then apparently, I haven't seen the full draw, but Benfica have pulled Real Madrid in the knockout round again. So they've got to play 2 more matches against each other. So that was quite funny to see that today. But yeah. So that was quite entertaining. It's been a long, slow burn. The Champions League is a bit annoying, this new format. It's basically rigged so that the good teams get through. But 5 out of the 6 English teams that are in the Champions League automatically got through to the last 16. So 5 out of the 8 places that were definite qualifiers was English teams. And the only team that didn't qualify was Man City. And usually they fucked it last year, I feel like, as well. And PSG didn't get in the top 8 this year either. Oh, no, sorry, it was Newcastle, not Man City this year, who didn't get into the top 8 because they were playing PSG. And they drew 1-1, which meant both of them end up in the knockouts. And PSG they were right down the bottom end of the knockout type thing this time last year. So they ended up winning the whole fucking thing. So who knows? But yeah, Champions League was entertaining, but most of the games up in the previous 7 weeks didn't really matter. They sort of do cumulatively, but like Arsenal won every game. I don't know if Bayern Munich won every game as well. Harry Kane scored a lovely goal the other day as well. Like he didn't come on as a sub, ain't done anything. Basically, first touch, bang, fucking top corner. Nice. So yeah, he's still quite good, that lad. I don't know if you've heard of him.
Still put him away.
He's on for some stupid records.
Okay. He was mainly just a defender, though, wasn't he?
No, Harry Kane. No, he's like.
Oh, Kane. Sorry, I was thinking Keane. I was like, that's an old Man U defender.
Well, it was midfielder Keane, but yeah.
Was
he was a. Yeah, it was. Yeah.
Kane, I didn't realise
a hard
Kane was
man.
still playing professionally.
Yeah, he plays in Bayern Munich for the last 2 years. He scored almost as many goals for Bayern as he scored for Spurs in about 10 years.
You just don't hear him because there's obviously not.
It depends how much you pay attention to football. I hear about him because I'm interested in what's going on Europe as well as over here.
Is he still in the England team?
Well, he will be because he's just amazing, basically. So
Right.
yeah, yeah.
So we'll hear a lot more of him when he when the World Cup.
When we dramatically go out of the World Cup at some stage in the summer, yeah, we'll be hearing his name quite a lot, I imagine. We'll probably score a few goals before we lose to somebody. Anyway, that's for the summer.
Scoring any goals will be good. No matter if we win or lose.
Well,
It'd
he
just be nice if we...
usually gets 5 or 6 in the tournament, which is usually enough to get around in and around top scorer, unless you're in like, although who knows this year? Because you've got some. Who have we got? Who's our crap team in our group? I can't remember who it is.
I don't think we've got a very good.
No, there's one in this like fucking I don't know how many groups this year, but the bottom team, like there's the worst team in each group is quite poor compared to previous years.
Well, we've got 2 poor teams, so we're going to do quite well. Ghana and Panama.
Yeah, so Panama are going to be the whipping boys potentially, but I don't think Ghana are bad. But
and we got Croatia, and we never play well against Croatia.
But who knows? Anyway, we'll find out in summer. That's a long way off. Got a lot of football before then.
June.
Kicks off in June. So yeah, and then Forest went through. I think. Well, I don't know. Forest have. I don't know. They're not knocked out of their thing. Aston Villa came second, I think, in the Europa League Thursday. So they haven't got extra games to play. I think Forest have got to play a knockout round. So they've got 2 extra games coming up at midweeks at some point, which will affect our games. I keep seeing every single like notification that comes up on my phone about someone potentially trying to buy someone. It always seems to be fucking Forest. Or trying to buy X player, and an X player's going, "No, I don't want to go Forest." So I don't know why. Maybe it's because they could get relegated this year. They're like leaving one team that could get relegated because another team that could get relegated doesn't seem like a great career move. I don't think Forest will get relegated, but they're at that end of the table, which means it's a bit harder to attract good players who don't want to get relegated. So there's that. And yeah, this weekend, 4 games at 3 o'clock on Saturday, I think. Oh no, might be 3. And then there's a late one on Saturday because there's no early game because of Champions League and Europa League and shit. So there's quite a few teams playing Sunday. I think Arsenal are actually playing at 3 o'clock on Saturday, which is a bit of a weird one for me because I'm like, they played Wednesday night in the Champions League, and they've got to play like the first game of the weekend in the Premier League. I feel like a lot of the other teams are playing Sunday, so it'll probably be moaning if they lose. That's all I'm saying. They're playing Leeds. Got Leeds away. And I'm like,
yeah, they looked at that fixture and went, yeah, no, they don't.
No, I don't think they did. They'll be like, Leeds have been all right at home. I feel like they won't win that game, and they'll be complaining because they haven't had a nice big break like everyone else who's in the Champions League has.
Top news from Neil.
Yeah. So we say this is my prediction for the weekend. Arsenal don't win, and they complain about not having a nice rest, which is fair enough because where were they? Were they? I think there was can't even remember where they played Wednesday night, but they did play a B team basically the other night. Like Gabriel, everyone all had a rest, so they should be all right. Kai Havertz was back, scored, set up on. He was good in the past. I had him quite a lot in the year that no one else was having it.
I'm quite surprised that the FPL hasn't got some of this data in and giving you bonus points for European.
No, you can't be used. No, because there's Fantasy Champions League. Every league, I feels like, has its own fantasy football now. You can do Fantasy Bundesliga, La Liga, fucking League 1.
League 1.
And I don't know if you can do MLS or anything like rubbish leagues, but yeah, we'll see. You can do Fantasy Championship or whatever, or it might just be EFL. I don't really know how that works because it looks boring. Right. No one cares.
Which way I'm surprised they haven't bundled it in with the FPL because
the Premier League, Fantasy Premier League is run by the Premier League, which is the FA run Premier League. It's really, the Premier League is just like its own thing. It's basically a Super League that was created in this country for all the rich clubs. But, you know, no one complained about it, really, did they? Not enough, anyway. I can see a time when there is a fucking European Super League.
They tried to, didn't they? And then,
they did try, but I feel like they're going to try again and again until it happens. Right. So we'll see.
Depends on money, doesn't it?
Yeah, basically, that's all it's about, the money. But yeah, as long as the football's good, not always good though. No. Premier League's becoming a bit stodgy and boring. A lot of time wasting and a lot of fanning around waiting for fucking people to do free kicks and throw-ins and shit. But hey ho, enough football.
Well, they what was it? I can't remember when they shook up the rules, say that you couldn't pass back to the keeper. But I remember when they did that to speed up the games.
Yeah.
You know, they can.
That definitely led to a huge change in football. The whole non-passing back to goal kick. Maybe they can tweak the rules,
like put some glass walls up.
Yeah. Well, just don't have throw-ins. Just like have a wall around the edge of the pitch, so it just bounces back in.
Yeah, just cover it in glass. Give them jetpacks, and then
maybe they could just drive around in cars and double jump and bounce on them.
Yeah,
and do it that way. Yeah. Sure, we can work on that. Get that sorted. Anyway, enough football. Done. Yeah. So what have we been up to? We haven't got any listener stuff because I didn't put anything out, and no one put anything in without the prompts. That's fine. To be fair, I didn't check the emails.
Low energy. Yeah.
So there's been a bit of what we've been doing. Yes. I went to the quiz last night. A monthly quiz at the Boot we missed in December. So we went last night. Came second. We think the team that won was cheating quite a lot, but their friend passed away at the weekend, who was part of their quiz team normally, so we didn't really keep up with us because it would have looked a bit twatty, to be honest.
Bullshit.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh.
So we kind of let them off. Yeah, it was quite sad. At least that was the announcement at the beginning of the quiz about the chap that passed away. So that's a bit of a downer.
Let's go quizzing.
Yeah. Let's have some quiz fun. But the special round was X Factor winners.
Oh, okay.
I don't really watch X Factor.
No.
I don't really. I mean, I never watched fucking X Factor.
I know more seconds or runners up.
Well,
the runners up are more popular than the actual.
I feel like there's only been a handful of winners who are actually gone on to be quite successful. Yeah. There was one year. Well, there was a couple of years. 1 year, obviously, One Direction came through X Factor. They did not win X Factor.
They didn't win X Factor.
And it turns out they did quite well. One of them, in particular, doing extremely well, I would suggest. Harry Styles. Been in the news a bit this week.
Has he?
Harry Styles, yeah. Well, he's going for a record-breaking run of shows at Wembley, most consecutive nights or something at Wembley. He will break that record when he does his shows. He hasn't done it yet. Right. I believe that's the record. I don't really know. Something like that. Something about that.
So it just sounds like publicity to get more people to go to the shows.
Well, the more shows you do, the more money you get. And money was the big news this week because I think they were using the dynamic pricing on the tickets. Ooh. So there was a lot. We went to the
greedy devs. Yeah.
We went to the dermatologist Thursday morning, and
is that dynamic pricing for that as well?
No, thankfully it's NHS. Well, I say thankfully it's NHS. We don't have to pay for NHS, obviously, but you do have to wait quite a long time for anything to happen, usually.
Yes.
So, in the waiting room at a doctor's, they put on daytime TV. because obviously it's not depressing enough being in the fucking doctors. But they have to watch This Morning or whatever the fuck it's called nowadays on ITV. Ben Shepherd, Cat Dealey.
Okay.
Two
and quite generic-looking people, yeah.
Yeah. Non-offensive, I would say.
Yeah.
And yeah, multiple other people. Giles Brandreth is on there for fuck knows. I mean, he must be about 100 years old by now. Feels like. But anyway, they were talking about the tickets for Harry Styles, and Andy Cox mentioned in Discord this week about how expensive the tickets were for Harry Styles.
Right.
He posted a picture of some of the seats that he was looking at were 340 quid. My wife got tickets.
That should be illegal. Oh,
my wife's got tickets. She's a bit further away, I believe, than the tickets that Andy was posting. They paid 90 odd quid each.
Okay. Yeah.
I can't remember who's supporting.
You can spend that on a night out. Well,
I can spend that on a fucking day down the pub, I can assure you.
Yeah. So, it's not. That's not outside of the realm of
I feel like he's going to do all right anyway, that lad. I haven't heard his new song. I don't suppose Fraser has either, because apparently he's just oblivious to anything pop culture wise that happens.
Anything post.
I don't know. Post fucking no, even before 2000s. He's anything post his really small childhood. I believe he doesn't have any idea about anything that happened pop culture.
He's going to listen back to this. He can't defend himself.
No. Well, that's where he should have turned up. But he's right. He knows I'm right as well. He's literally every time I say, "Do you remember that?" He's like, "No." I'm like, "How can you avoided something like that?" Anyway. Yeah, we did give him. I did give him a bit of shit about that last week, I think, as well, when he was here. So I'm allowed. So yeah, second in the quiz. We did 9 out of 10 on the fucking X Factor round because we knew it was the vet, and we did a bit of swatting. And my mum had written down notes of like who won each year and all that sort of bollocks.
Right. Okay.
But yeah, the money went to charity.
I can vaguely tell you like of some names that have gone through that, but I get confused between different shows and.
Well, I can tell you some names. Ben Haynow.
Never heard of them.
Where now? More like.
Yeah. Alexandra Burke, but
she's quite famous. She did all right, Alexandra Burke.
Yeah, she was an early one.
And Leona Lewis, obviously, they did all right.
Yeah.
James Arthur, he did okay for a bit.
Yeah, he had a few songs.
Do you remember who the first person to win X Factor was?
No.
Steve. Do you remember?
No.
He's Steve Stein? Anyway, he was 36 when he won X Factor. I think. Okay. Sorry. One other person was 36 when they won X Factor. But I think generally you have to be under 20 to win X Factor. So yeah, there's a load of fucking people I've never heard of. Basically, I was like, I don't know who that is. I don't know who that is. Joe McEllery or something. McEllery. Oh fucking, can't remember now.
No, Little Mix.
Matt Terry. I was like, who the fuck is Matt Terry?
Yeah, no idea. Little Mix. They're still
Little Mix. Yeah, they have been the most successful, I believe, in money terms.
Yes.
But they haven't done anything for a few years.
No.
One of them has poorly children now, I believe.
Oh.
Jessie Nelson. I keep seeing stuff about her on the BBC website and just scrolling past because, no offence, but I'm not bothered. No, I don't really do celebrity stuff on the news. I'm like, that doesn't really affect me. So
no.
Yeah. Anyway, I've done fuck all week other than watch football, go to the quiz, and play video games, and go to work, obviously, and wash up and all those fucking bullshit jobs you have to do. Yeah. Not like I don't do that shit. No. Well, that's not worth talking about.
What have I done? I watched. I don't know if you've seen this, a film called Sinners.
I haven't watched it yet. I wanted to watch it since I saw it, and I haven't got around to watching it. Fraser said it was shit. Fantastic. Yeah, Fraser didn't like it.
What a twat! It's a film about music.
Is it?
Yeah, basically.
I thought it was about
Like,
vampires. Spoilers,
yes,
if you
it
didn't
is
know
as
that
well.
already.
Yeah, yeah. There is a vampire element, but like the whole way through the film, there's loads of music, and it's really good, and it's really well
See, that's pop culture, Dave.
shot.
That's why Fraser didn't like it.
It's not though; it's old music. Well, some old, some new.
Old
Um,
popular music.
no, there's some blues.
Yeah.
Um, just loads of different. So there's some Irish music that actually is really good. It's sort of
Not
modernized
like
a little
what
bit.
those faces called. Well, you don't see their faces. What are they called? Kneecap.
All right. um, we thought it was a brilliant film. We're actually going to watch it again this week.
Yeah, it's up for some Oscars and all that. I think.
Yeah,
I think Michael B. Jordan might be up for. Is he like best leading actor? I think. Maybe.
So he plays two characters. Yeah. He plays twins in it, and you watch it going, how the hell are they doing that? It's so clever.
CGI.
Well, we watched a little bit of the making of,
okay.
And it sort of showed that there was a second actor, but he did play both characters, and sometimes they're like combined. Like he'd done the same acting, or he'd done the both roles on the
In the
same
same
set,
scene.
and then it was combined together. And sometimes they used a body double in his place, but then he done the same acting opposite, and they basically combine their faces.
Clever editing.
It's so good, so clever. Yeah,
Much better than that bit in Star Wars when Princess Leia was in space on her own and all that shit, even though she wasn't alive anymore and all that. Weird.
Yeah,
weird.
That was a bit weird. And sometimes when they de-age people, like a Harrison Ford, I think they de-aged him on
in Indiana Jones. They absolutely definitely had to, because he looks quite old. Because he is old.
He is old. Actually, that's something that I didn't put on here, but I'll talk about Harrison Ford. But yeah, Sinners, awesome film.
Yeah, I'll need to get around and watch it.
You do have to. Depends on how good you are at sort of interpreting lingo, especially American Southern.
You got subtitles.
Takes you a while to. Well, we didn't, but it took us a while to actually dial in to understand what they were saying. But once you got it, it took about 10 minutes. Once you got it, you were there. But yeah,
Andy Cox is saying Sinners is a good film, but not as trashy as From Dusk Till Dawn. I liked From Dusk Till Dawn, but I've only watched it once, and that was a long time ago, and Salma Hayek. So that was a period of life.
Yeah, it is comparable to that, and I can see the first Dusk Till Dawn, like it was a masterpiece of cinematography.
Well, that was when before we knew Quentin Tarantino was a bit of a twat.
yeah. But you always thought he might be.
Well,
he wasn't.
I mean, but at that point, I'm not sure anyone really had an inkling, other than people maybe who knew him. Or maybe he wasn't actually a twat at that point. He just became a twat as he got older. Who knows?
Maybe. So yeah. What else? So the other thing that I watched with Harrison Ford was trying to think of the.
It's a TV show.
It's a TV show.
Shrinking.
Shrinking. The season 3 first episode of Shrinking. He's got in the. I don't actually know if he's got it or not. He's got Parkinson's disease.
Is that what it is?
Michael J. Fox is in it as well.
Oh, what?
Who does actually have Parkinson's?
He's done a documentary of something. Oh, what? Oh, I'm getting well confused. So he's in Shrinking with Parkinson's.
Michael J. Fox.
Right. Okay. I thought he'd done another show about a person with Parkinson's, but I guess it's that.
Probably. Well, Michael J. Fox plays a person with Parkinson's because he has Parkinson's. I don't think he can play
That's what I saw someone say. I'm not sure he can really play anyone who doesn't have Parkinson's anymore.
Yeah. But he's good.
He's had that for fucking ages as well now.
Yeah, I know. He was in a drama courtroom drama law program for a while after he got diagnosed, and he played a character with Parkinson's as well.
Pretty bummer. What's a massive bummer? But there
Yeah,
we go.
yeah. I know he got diagnosed pretty early as well.
It feels like that's been a long fucking time.
Yeah, yeah. And then the other thing I was going to talk about this week is this week I've started to experience acid reflux.
Well, lucky you, Dave.
I know. I hit whatever age I am now. 43? 44? Don't know.
My
82.
wife suffers with acid reflux.
44. Um, and it's stupid things that sets it off, like biscuits. I can't have a hobnob anymore.
Well, you can avoid hobnobs, Dave.
Not really.
Well, you can. It's quite easy. You just don't have a hobnob. Have something else. Have an apple or something instead. Well, they're quite acidic, so you'd think they'd be quite bad.
Yeah. No, it's just like random stuff that sets it off. And,
My wife was
yeah.
told she needed to avoid tomatoes, onions, and like garlic. I'm like, oh, what you mean? Everything we fucking eat has shit like that in.
Yeah.
Shepherd's pie? No, it's not. No tomatoes,
No.
no onions. Oh fuck me! Onions is in fucking everything.
Yeah.
Not everything, but a lot of fucking things.
Yeah. Basically, plain pasta, plain rice.
Yeah. She's on all sorts of fucking tablets.
No.
Yeah.
So I'm quite annoyed. I've never had acid reflux
You haven't had to.
before,
You haven't
or
been
got
to the doctor about
heartburn,
it.
or no. But I can feel it all the fucking time at the moment.
Do you
So,
do
yeah.
what do you call it, Gaviscon or anything like that? Have you got a favourite
Not yet. No,
digestion remedy?
I'm gonna have to get some. But I was reading about it, and it's like if you have like heartburn more than twice a week, like go to the doctor. Like I've had it for like a month. It feels like, but
Feel
it's
like you
about
better
to
go
get
to
like
the
a
doctor,
lot worse.
Dave, because you might have to take some actual tablets for that. Well, there's, yeah, she's taking. I think that's the famotidine that she takes. I believe is for that acid reflux. And what it does is basically puts an extra sort of lining in your tummy.
Oh, right.
But now she's got a B12 deficiency. Which
what, because she's taking this other
no,
thing?
no, they haven't said that is the cause,
Right.
but that is a potential side effect of taking famotidine. It's because obviously there's this extra sort of lining in your tummy. You don't absorb all the nutrients that you normally absorb. So she's had B12 injections, and well, I did get her to take a load of extra tablets, but obviously if that's not going to do anything, if it is the famotidine preventing her absorbing the B12 for your tongue, so.
What I need to do is fortify wine with B12, and she'll be golden.
Oh, that would be great, wouldn't it? I don't think wine's good for acid reflux either, to be honest.
I don't think beer is either, but
Well, I haven't got acid reflux. Maybe that's what gets rid of it.
Yeah, I'm trying. I'm giving it a good go.
Yeah, I've drunk lots of beer this week. It's been a bad week on the beer. I've drunk way too much this week. My doctor would be fucking crying. Well, he wouldn't be crying. He'd be thinking I should be crying, but I'm not.
He'd be just shaking his head and be like,
yeah, he'd be like,
no.
"You're a lost cause." So yeah, I need to. Good job I'm not going to the pub this weekend.
Well, I've had a week off of a month off from Virgin Active because we suspended our
yeah,
gym
because every other
as well.
dickhead's going.
Because January was a fucking nightmare, and everything else that was going on. I was like, no, I don't want to go now. But now, me and the missus, we're like, we need to go back to the gym. It really felt a whole month off. After going for like nearly 2.5 years, nearly 3 years, I think.
Blimey.
2 years, don't know, quite a long time. Yeah, Vic's like climbing the walls pretty much. Like she's really missing her yoga and her Zumba classes, and she loves doing the big group classes. And I was thinking yesterday, I was like, God, if I try and do my 5K, I'm
No way.
gonna fucking die.
Go easy, Dave, when you go
die.
back.
Like I do actually wonder if anybody's been sick at the gym.
Don't eat a hobnob before the gym.
So yeah, it's I need to. Yeah, I'll start slow, And yeah.
Yeah, I really need to fucking join something. January's just been like either too cold, too fucking wet, or both to be going outside doing anything. I'm like, don't fucking fancy going for a run or a walk, to be honest. I've been walking to work and stuff like that when I can, but
Yeah.
when it's pissing
it's
down
just
with
so
rain, I'm like,
Christmas,
I don't want to go out there, thanks.
No, I've got the dogs. So I still do take them out in the morning, but like, just losing. Like, can't be asked. Don't go on. We haven't gone on our big walks. We used to on Sundays go for a big walk around one of the what's it called, big lakes that we've got
Country
around here
parks.
and reservoirs and stuff. But we haven't done any of those. It's just
Well, I hope all the
just can't be
reservoirs are
asked.
nice and full because it's
If we
been
have a bloody
fucking raining for ages. It
yeah,
feels like.
if we have a hosepipe ban this summer, I'm gonna write a letter. I think I'm gonna write a
Write
letter
a
to
letter.
him.
That'll sort it
Yeah.
out. That'll sort it out.
It's like all the rivers are overflowing, and yeah, it's like just
Did you remember there was a canal that burst its banks, wasn't it? Did you see that? That was it
yeah.
wasn't near here, but that was like, yeah, I've
I
never
think
known
the
of that
actual
before.
integrity of the canal,
Yeah, it was
like
fucked.
side, like yeah, got washed away. Yeah, don't know
Yeah.
if that was rain. It must be rain related. Anyway,
Yeah.
talking about bloody weather. Right, let's move on.
We're on to
Playing.
what we've been playing
What we've been
already.
playing.
Oh,
I
it is an
know, and it's
hour.
only
It's nearly an
yeah.
hour. So it'll only be take about 5 minutes to get through this fucking
Yeah,
bollocks.
yeah.
So, Dave, why don't you go first?
I'll go for it. Okay, right. BallXPit. BallXPit got updated a little while ago. When did it actually get updated? Basically, I'd completed it and everything, hadn't I?
Yeah.
And then I thought the other day, I know there's going to be some updates, but when did that happen? Got updated on Monday, the 27th. And they've put some new characters in, some new balls, some new passives, a new mode. So after you complete a level, you can keep playing that level.
What, like an
I haven't actually done
endless
that yet.
mode?
Yeah, but for the level.
What do they keep just adding more bosses in? Like repeat bosses or something?
I don't know. I haven't played it yet. Yeah, endless mode. Each level can be played as far as you can handle, continuing indefinitely as long as you manage to stay alive once finishing the boss in the area and agree to continue deeper into the pit. So I guess it just gets gradually harder and harder and harder.
Yeah,
And
more and more enemies.
yeah, more enemies, or yeah, they get harder. So yeah, I haven't played that yet. There is one new character I've already unlocked. That instead of actually firing the balls like off into the distance as you aim it, they circle around him, so you've got to actually be quite
Oh,
close to
right.
the
So you
enemies.
just move up. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Feels a bit
yeah,
more like a Vampire Survivors.
yeah, kind of. And then there's some new balls, but I haven't really messed about with them much. Some new passives. That I've messed about with one or two. But yeah, I think there's a new level as well, or
Okay.
um,
I
there was
played a
something
bit
to unlock.
this week.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I do every now and again have a little run. I feel
Yeah.
I unlocked a new character. Can't remember what they were called. I feel like they had a green skin. Can't remember what they were called.
Couple.
Well, I finished the first level with them again. And I definitely finished the second level a couple of times. People now.
Oh, okay.
The snowy level. I've
Yes.
done that, which I hadn't done before. I definitely did that in the last. I feel that was the last week I did that. Might have been the week before. I can't remember. But yeah, it's just a game I keep going back to. And I did do the thing with the mouse in the village mode, moving things with the mouse instead of trying to use a controller. That did make it a bit easier, but I still can't really be asked.
Fair enough.
But I did ended up collecting a lot more things by doing it with the mouse, honestly.
Right.
Because it was a lot easier to place your shit.
And, yeah.
Yeah. So that does help. I don't know if there's a mouse mode on Switch 2. Because obviously, like the new Joy-Cons, you can use in mouse mode. Got like an optical sensor on the the bits that plug into the Switch.
Yeah.
Well, on the Switch 2, there's like an optical sensor there on the bits that's attached,
Okay.
so you could just like hold it like a mouse, or use it like a mouse on the button.
Ooh.
It's pretty cool. Switch 2 is a
Yeah.
nice bit of kit. I don't really use it as much as I should.
No.
But,
I didn't use my Switch as much as I should have done. I had it for like 5 years.
yeah. See, the thing with me is the Switch idea of it being a combined console handheld. I just use it as a console. I don't really do the handheld thing.
Yeah.
So I'm like,
yeah.
Like you've got a Steam Deck, haven't you? So do you still use your Steam Deck?
Very rarely.
I don't really want to sit and play on a tiny little screen.
Well, I might be away when I'm going to do this project. I might be down south for a little bit for a couple of nights, and I was thinking, I could take it down with me. And then I was thinking, well, if I get a dock, I can put it on the TV in my hotel room.
Yeah.
Like, it's just a console. It's just I want to. I don't like the screen. That's what it is. I don't like the little screen. And I think that's what's holding me back on it. I like the fact that it's a full PC.
You know what, Dave?
Yeah.
You should buy a Steam machine when they come out. It's like a little box, but it's like a PC.
We'll see how much they are. Yeah, we'll see how much they are.
And you just plug it into your TV, and it works. Well, apparently, I guess that's how I assume it's going to work. Anyway.
Yeah, but I'm looking at a dock. I'm looking at a dock for my Steam Deck, and I can.
They're not that expensive.
No.
There's loads of third-party ones as well. So.
Yeah. It's just like getting behind the TV and hijacking a HDMI port.
Well, that is a problem in a hotel potentially.
Yeah, they don't always like you
doing that. They definitely don't like you doing that.
No.
I just noticed that on the screen there's like I was wondering why this guy's moving so fast, but I've just seen at the top right of the screen there's some arrows that you can. I guess is the speed of the game. I didn't fucking know that was there.
Brilliant.
I don't even never noticed that on the screen when I'm playing it, but I could just notice it on the fucking video. You can't see it on the video because of my face is in the way, but I can see it on the YouTube video.
Oh, that's quite funny because I played like 1 or 2 games in the normal speed and then I instantly put it onto number 3.
Well, I kept watching this video going like, have they speeded this video up afterwards or something? Because he's running around like a fucking nutcase.
See, that looks standard for me.
Yeah, well, I didn't know you could do that. Fuck me, it's like slow motion when I've been playing it. Well, maybe I'll play a bit more now. I fucking spotted that.
Very good.
So that was BallXPit that I was referring back to after we'd
BallXPit.
waffled on about something else.
Yes.
Yeah, so yeah, I'll keep, like I say, I keep just nipping back in for a run here or there. I'm supposed to play a game every day for 15 minutes on Game Pass. And sometimes I just load a game up and fuck off and do something else for 15 minutes and then come back and turn it off. But sometimes I actually play a game for 15 minutes or sometimes more than 15 minutes. Depends what it is. Like when I was playing Clear Obscure every day, I played it for a lot more than 15 minutes. And that was a Game Pass game. And you played that?
Can't remember now. I played it. Yeah.
But you just...
No, I got to the end of the first level and went, nah, it's not for me.
Yeah. There's no idle gameplay in Clear Obscure. You have to actually do shit.
Well, you should hear about some of the games I'm going to be talking about
today. Right, what have I got on here? How many have you got? Right. Well, I'll quickly talk about what Fraser mentioned last week, Memories in Orbit. I played a little bit of that. Okay. That was one of my 15-minute games. Okay. I did play it for a bit more than 15. I played for more than 15 minutes though, because I was like, I should play this. And yeah, I like the vibes and I like the aesthetics.
Right.
I don't know. Oh, I've just seen something on the video. Oh, I pressed the wrong button. Oh no, I pressed the wrong button again. Yeah, I like it. It's really nice, right? Quite striking visually. It sort of all looks like hand drawn art. Like all the backgrounds, and it's all like
So it's a 2D platformer.
it's,
Yeah.
it's supposed to be a Metroidvania, but I haven't
Okay.
got any any power ups yet because I've only played it a little bit. You start with a double jump, which is unusual for a Metroidvania, because that's usually one of the things you pick up. In Hollow Knight, Silksong, you have to do some fucking crazy platforming to get the double jump, using all of the other abilities that you have before you get double jump. You have to do this fucking massive mountain climb without a double jump to get to the place where you get a double jump.
Right. Okay.
That game is fucking too hard. It's good, but it's fucking hard.
I saw something saying that basically nobody's playing Silksong anymore.
I don't know about nobody's playing it. I feel like there's still people playing it. Obviously, like when it came out, a lot of people were playing it. And
Yes.
people who really like that game probably still playing it. But people who have heard that it's a hard fucking game probably like absolutely no fucking chance I'm playing that game. It's too fucking hard. Because it probably is for most people. I got a fair way in, but I was like, I didn't finish Act 1. And there's 3 acts. I think Act 1 is quite long. But
Okay.
there's the boss at the end of Act 1, and I was just like, after a few times, and you die and you're fucking miles away from it, and I was like, fuck off, basically. I can't be asked. But that's another game, not Memories in Orbit. Memories in Orbit, I don't know. There's stuff I don't really understand what's going on at the moment because I haven't really played it for that long. But it's very pretty, feels pretty good, controls are good, it feels snappy and like responsive to what you're doing. When you press a button, it does stuff. So that's what you want in these games where it's like platforming and shit. But yeah, it's 2D effectively, but like it's got depth to the sort of surroundings and that. So you're passing through a 3D space, but you're literally like on a 2D plane, like all the time, basically.
Yeah.
But yeah, it does look 3D as you're moving through, sort of thing. It's very pretty, very colourful, and yeah, some interesting mechanics. Yeah, because you like extend your like jumping distance through attacking things in the environment. A couple of things I'm spotting now on the video. I'm like, I didn't know you could do that. I always learn something when we do this show, when I watch a video. Maybe she'll just watch more videos about a game before I fucking play it, because I might actually know what I'm doing. But yeah, Memories in Orbit, if you like 2D platformers, a bit of a Metroidvania vibes, I think you should check it out, because it's pretty fucking good from what I've played of it. But there's so many games at the moment. It's difficult to stick with one. Fucking about 10 games came to Game Pass this week, it feels like. I don't know.
I know. I saw all them. Yeah.
And one of them I really want to play, and I've downloaded, but I ain't started yet. Resident Evil Village Game Pass, and it's on PS Plus Extra. And I downloaded it to both, and I was like, no, I'm just going to play on my PC, aren't I?
I did see that, and I thought of you and Fraser.
Well,
Because you
Fraser's
might like
played
that.
Village and finished it.
Oh, has he?
Yeah, but I have not played or finished it. But yeah, I want to play that. But at the same time, it feels like I couldn't get on with 7. It's another first-person job, Village.
Right.
And I don't know. 7 it was just fucking too weird. It was fucking creeping me out too much, I think. The first-person bit. And that was really, wasn't like an old Resident Evil game. Well, I never got to a bit where it felt like a Resident Evil game, where you were like shooting zombies and stuff. It was just like running away from the fucking mad bloke around a house, and he kept catching me. And I'm like, you fucking twat. I don't think I was very good at Resident Evil 7. Plus, yeah, the bit with the girlfriend or wife when she's all fucked up. Oh, that put me in a bad state of mind already. That's right at the beginning of the game, and it's just like,
oh right,
yeah, that was fucking weird and fucked up. And that in first person, it was just like, it's too much. I can't handle it. They can play it in VR, and I can't imagine how fucking fucked up that is. But yeah, I don't know. I'll give Village a go. I don't think it's as creepy weird as 7. I feel like it's a bit more Resident Evil-y, but it's in first person. So I'm going to give that a go. That came to Game Pass, like I say, came to Game Pass and PS Plus Extra and Premium. What else have we got here? I've got
I've
another
got.
Game Pass game. You can go with your
Oh,
two if you like. We'll
I'll go.
finish
I'll go.
on the one that I've put first. Yeah, that we both
Okay.
played.
So I'll say I've played Feed the Reactor, which is an idle game. On
This
from
is
Steam.
a second type of Dave game
This is the
that we have.
second type of Dave game, the idle game.
Feed the reactor. Yeah.
Uh,
Oh,
Feed the
feed the
Reactor.
factory. What the?
No,
Why did that change to factory?
I don't know. Because that's probably a more
Yeah, more popular.
known game. Yeah. Um, it's about £5 basically. I paid for it. Completed it already. It didn't
Oh.
take that long. I put like 4 or 5 hours into it maybe. It starts with you're putting like items together in a reactor to generate energy. And then it just gets more complicated after that. Like you basically it automatically upgrades. Automatically feeds um, uh,
What are you
items
feeding
into
the
the
reactor
reactor.
with?
Just fuel.
Yellow
It's just called
balls. Looks like.
yellow balls or green balls or sometimes purple balls, and or green triangles sometimes. Um, and yeah, you just upgrade you upgrade like how much energy you get out of a single bit, and then you upgrade how quickly it does it, and there's lots of things to press, and it all makes nice noises and blinky blinky, and then there is a little bit of a story behind it actually.
Mhm.
And then you can also um what do they how do they call it? It's not you ascend in so to speak. Basically, you restart again, but have better starting stats. Like everything is triple or something
Right.
like that. So anyway, I completed it. It was just a silly little game. I literally saw it. I was like, so I've been on a little bit of a gaming funk. I'm just like, there's haven't I not really wanted to get into like anything meaty, as in like I didn't want to like commit myself for more than like half hour on something.
Mm.
So I thought I saw this. It's a silly little idle game. I'll play it, and yeah, it's good. It's okay. I'd say it's good. It's okay if
It's
you like
okay.
idle games, and yeah,
You like idle games, Dave?
very
Apparently.
very inoffensive, um, and you know what you're getting into. So that was the first one. Um, the second game I played, which is it's quite similar. It's not idle. It's more of a sort of a 2D shooter. Um, it's called Space Rock Breaker, which is also on Steam, which is actually cheaper. The it was £2.50 to play
Is
this
this
game.
which one of
You right?
these? Like, yeah, I'm just like the pictures of the video are very different to what he looks like in the game. So I was like, "Is that the game?
Okay.
Doesn't look like that game."
Oh right.
Okay.
So you're a 2D spaceship, and you've got a certain amount of time in space. Yeah, this is the game to shoot rocks and pick up the rocks, and some of the rocks are worth more than others. But you can also get loot boxes,
It looks a
and
bit
loot
like
boxes.
Asteroids, but like a modern
Yeah,
version, I guess. The sort of
yeah,
the
kind
sort
of
of
a little bit like
shooting
that.
asteroids bit. Remember the Asteroids,
Exactly.
the arcade game? It's not vector
Not very
graphics
far.
like that in black and white, basically,
No,
but
no.
it's
But then
pixely.
there's other things that that drop in the actual map, like mines and like weapon upgrades and things like that. And then all these rocks that you're picking up, either normal rocks or gold or various different copper, iron, things like that. After you go back to your base, So you run out of fuel or you die because you get hit by a rock. Um, you all these rocks go into a plinko machine,
It looks
and
like
then
what's that fucking Ben? Speaking of Ben Shepherd earlier, the the tipping point thing
oh right, yeah,
where
basically,
they put
yeah,
the discs down and thing, and they bounce off
yeah,
pegs all the way down and then fall into slots at the bottom.
that's it. It's a plinko machine. So, and each slot at the bottom has different values, and you upgrade your plinko machine with the loot boxes that you get. You can get increased values of the slots at the bottom, or you can get upgrades to the actual like bits they hit. Like you can earn money or duplicate some of the rocks or increase their value. Um, so yeah, and then you do that, you earn money. There's a big upgrade path, and it's basically like a map of different things, and it's upgrading your weapon strength and your fuel. Um, and yeah, so when you complete a level by like earning a certain amount of the rocks. You collect a certain amount of items on a map, and then you go to a next one. And each different map has got a different rating between common and legendary, which indicates how good of the rocks or loot boxes you're going to find on there. And there's also another thing about some artifacts, which I won't go into, but it's just an upgrade path through there, which is slightly different as well. But
Is it auto
it's
shooting in the levels?
it is auto shooting, yeah.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
so
okay.
you don't have you only have control of the ship. You can't choose where to shoot. You can't choose when you shoot. The ship is auto shooting on a 3 second timer when you first start. Obviously, it gets um, with upgrades and everything that gets a lot quicker, and it only shoots the closest thing to your ship. So, which is not always the best thing. So you got to navigate around, and you want to shoot the mines first if there's lots of things around it, because they'll blow up all the other all the other rocks, which will do your work for you. Um, yeah, it's a small game, very simple, and for £2.50, it's
Yeah.
just really addictive. It's really good. Um, and again, there's another way that you can ascend um, yeah, and there's another sort of upgrade path that you can go through the ascension, and that. Again, I what did I put? Nearly 4 hours into that. I completed it. But for
You're a
£2.50, I
machine,
don't think
Dave.
£2.50. That's
It's
money well
good bang
spent.
for your buck.
Yeah, it's like
I don't think it'll be winning
75.
game of the year, do you?
No,
But it's
but
like a fun
in
distraction
in
for like a few hours.
like honest, like each time you play it. Each time you do a run, it's like 4 or 5 minutes. You get to a point and then you can't go any further because you run out of fuel, and then you go to the upgrade bit and you like spend money because you've earned it through the plinko machines of the things, and you upgrade your fuel. You upgrade um the fact that you run out of fuel less quickly, um, and yeah, it's one of these really simple but really effective gameplay loops that's really addictive. Um, yeah, yeah, I'm very happy with it.
Cool.
It was released just before Christmas last year, um, and it's got overwhelmingly positive reviews on Steam, um, which shows not many games get overwhelmingly positive
Yeah, I think they need a certain
reviews.
number of reviews as well to reach that threshold because it's just
Yeah,
like I've seen a lot of games when they're really low number of reviews, they're very positive, but it's like 98% positive, but it's not enough reviews
right.
to click into the overwhelmingly positive, which is like I think it's
Yeah,
over 95%.
is that?
The positive usually
Yeah,
means that's
yeah,
overwhelming. That is quite overwhelming, 95% in terms of a percentage.
yeah.
Uh,
It's a great little game. Like
hmm,
you know, it, it is what it is. It's unashamedly simple, but like if you like those loops, go for it.
yeah, well, you like them.
Check it out.
Yeah, so I've been playing another Game Pass game this week.
Another Game Pass game this week.
Yes. This one, for some reason, was a bit of a faff to get it actually installed on my computer.
Okay.
Because every time, although it said it was available on PC Game Pass and it was included, and I'll have that, it just kept coming up to say play through the cloud. And I was like, I don't want to play this fucking through the cloud.
Right.
The game is Ninja Gaiden Ragebound, which is Ninja Gaiden. You've probably heard of that.
Should be called Ninja Gaiden Rage Install.
Well, yeah. But eventually, I managed to get it installed by.
Okay.
Instead of using the Xbox app, I went to the Microsoft Store app.
Oh
Found it on there, and it would there was an install button. Finally,
Right.
but even so, it was being a really weird and taking fucking ages to download. I was like, this is weird. So I just fucked off and left my computer for an hour. And when I came back, it had all fucking done it. I was like, right, now I can play this game, Ninja Gaiden Ragebound, which is Ninja Gaiden, relatively well known a franchise, I would suggest. There's been 4 3D versions, and then this, which is a 2D side scroller, a bit Shinobi like.
Right.
Because you're a ninja guy. A guy and a girl, turns out, as you get a little bit into the game. Oops. But yeah, things happen. And basically you play as a combined boy and girl character. Like you have 2 entities in one, and you can use both of their different abilities at the same time. It gets it starts off pretty simple. Like you're just a guy with a sword who runs around, slashes up some very easy to kill enemies largely, and it just gets a little bit more complicated as you go through. You gain extra abilities quite regularly. So, what's the first thing that you get? So, you find there's like glowing enemies, for example, as one of the things. They don't start there. There's a very good basic tutorial, and then there's like almost 2 tutorials, maybe 3, because you play as this guy. The main character from Ninja Gaiden is called Ryu Hayabusa, I think, and he's in this game as your sort of master when he has to leave, and you become like the defender of the village. Because for some reason there's fucking demons everywhere. It's weird. They're coming through like dimension gates, portals from this other hell world, and trying to do stuff and fuck things up in your village. So you're trying to kill all these demons initially, which are, like a lot of them are quite straightforward. Like I say, there's these weird glowing ones. You kill them, you gain an extra power up. That means you can like kill an enemy with 1 hit, like a big enemy. Because all the glowing ones always come up the sort of around the time that you're going to find a bigger enemy that you could just hit with 1 hit.
Right.
Then.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's all pretty fluid and very sort of planned for you to make it easy initially. And I don't think I haven't got to a point where it's become difficult, I don't think. I've definitely died a few times, but not like falling down
It looks
pits.
like the characters are like on the floor with their legs in the air. It's really weird on this video. Like you kill them, but you don't actually kill them. They're just sort of, I don't know.
Well, they're demons. They're demons from another dimension.
Oh, they're not people. Okay, right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's weird.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
There's lots of different traversal, like I've just seen. Who reminded me that he could like grab onto the ceiling and like tug away. It's a 2D like pixely. Like it looks a bit old fashioned. It looks like an old arcade machine that you might have played when you were a kid. When I was a kid, but better, probably than most of those are. And yeah, so things happen. You start as this guy, and you get to a point where you fight a demon lord or something, and even though I think you win the fight, he's sort of done one of those, oh yeah, you beat me, but I'm going to fuck off now. Even though you've wiped out my energy bar, I'm not actually dead, sort of thing.
Yeah.
And you do get killed, like out of your control. You do get sort of killed, not dead. But you wake up nearly dead, and there's this other person in the same place as you, but they're all like stuck up in like a, like alien goop, like the people who like had been like captured by the aliens in Alien. They're all up in the goop.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
And like they're fucked basically. And she's like basically dying. But she's from this spider cult clan or something. And
Right.
they're a bit like sort of supposed to be your enemies. Like in the like this guy. They're like the baddies. But she's got some magic dagger. So that basically when you meet her, you suddenly like go through like the second tutorial as you play as this girl.
Oh,
And you have all these different moves. She throws, what are the things that Raphael uses in Turtles? Those things that are spiky.
Shurikens?
No, he has those knives that are like got the prongs on the outside of the knife.
Oh,
can't remember if they have a name. I can't remember what it's called. She like throws them things, so she doesn't like.
Yeah.
The main guy's got a sword. She throws things.
Yeah.
So she's got a different move set, different skills, different.
Completely different game.
Well, it's largely the same game, but you're doing a different attack.
Yeah.
And then you play through her sort of side of the story tutorial and learn all of her moves. Fight a demon, lose to the demon, and this is where you then meet each other. And what happens is, she's got this magic dagger that if you stab something with the dagger, because the idea is the demons sort of meets up with the clan leader for the woman and says, we're coming to take over the world, blah blah blah. And she's like, okay, yeah, whatever, blah blah blah. And then when he fucks off, she's like, we're not going to fucking team up together. We're going to use the sacred dagger and take all of his powers. So she's got this sacred dagger that's going to take all the demons' powers, but kill him. The girl who's like sort of up in the goop, and you'll never guess what happens. Because she's basically dying, it looks like. It will appear.
Right.
She's like, you need to stab me with this dagger and take my powers, and we'll work together to kill the demons. So then you become two characters in one, and you can switch between the two.
Right, okay.
And you have both movesets. That's the third tutorial, basically, that comes in, where you're running around switching between the two characters because you have to do certain things.
Yeah.
Like sometimes you'll need to do some weird shit, like get sucked in by like an alien fucking plant while the girl appears and goes around and does a load of platforming and does some other stuff that you can't do as the guy. But she has to keep topping up some bar that's continually ticking down while you're doing that. Otherwise, he dies while he's in the fucking plant thing.
Okay.
Yeah. So there's quite a lot going on. I've actually remembered quite a lot of it, so I must quite like this. And I think it's actually quite fucking good. Basically, it's just of this, and I'm probably going to have to keep playing it. It's pretty cool, and it's on Game Pass. So if you got those,
did you say you're playing this on Game Pass, or
I'm playing. I managed, like I said, eventually it's on Game Pass, so I managed to finally get it installed on my PC. It was alright faff to get it working, but it did work eventually, and it was worth it. It was worth the aggro because it's fucking quite good. It's a bit old school, but in a good way. Like it looks a bit like it looks like it's one of those things where it looks like how you remember things looking, but when you actually look back, it probably looks fucking loads better than all those old things that you think it looks like. Because there's a lot of fine details and stuff that are going on that probably weren't in those. I mean, the arcade machines were always way better than what you played at home, but
yes,
I don't know.
Unless you had a Neo Geo.
Yeah, or like So what you had a fucking like you were a millionaire basically.
Yeah, I always wanted a Neo
Yeah,
Geo.
yeah. I think I would have hated it, to be honest. I'd been like, this was cool and everything, but there's all the games are the fucking same.
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
they're not actually that good.
Yeah.
It was
And
just play
ridiculously
15
expensive.
versions of Metal Slug. Yeah, great.
Yeah.
Like we haven't been able to do that lately.
Yeah.
But this game, Ninja Gaiden Ragebound, good. There's like you get a ranking at the end of the level, sort of A, B, C, well, or like D, C, B, A, S kind of shit, depending on how
Yeah.
much. I don't know if it's only if it's
Do you
just
get
for
double S,
like.
triple S?
I haven't seen any of that. I certainly haven't seen any of that because I've only been getting Bs largely.
Oh.
But yeah, it's a lot of fun and not super tricky. I bet it gets a little bit hard. There's like the boss fights have taken me a few times to kill the bosses, and I've died doing the boss fights. But I mean, that's kind of where you want to die, I guess.
Oh.
If you're gonna die, you don't want to just like be dying to all the minions, do you? Like endlessly.
No.
You don't mind
No.
dying to the bosses
Like
generally.
you're doing Dark Souls or.
Well, it's not that bad in Dark Souls. You just got to get good.
Yeah.
And I mean, all games you need to get good to a certain degree, otherwise you're shit. Generally, you've got to learn them. It's just the
Definitely.
way of learning in Dark Souls is by dying. So there you go.
Over and over
Not
and
over and
over
over,
again.
not over and over again. Only if you're shit, Dave, and you don't learn. So yeah, Ninja Gaiden Ragebound is getting a thumbs up from me. I'll keep going back to it, so it's good. I think there's only one game left for the both of us, which we both played.
Yes, we did.
That's correct. We
Not
haven't got
together.
any other games that I've not missed.
No, we played
Oh,
separately.
you've put Stationeers on it. You snuck that in there. I didn't see that.
Put that in. I played a bit more Stationeers.
I'll tell you what we should talk about before we talk about the other game. Is how
Go on.
you've set up your servers.
Yeah, yeah, okay. So, an offhand comment by Fraser last week said, "Oh, you should set up a Minecraft server." So
I don't know if he
I
said
went
that.
down it.
I think you said you would after he said about
I
that
think he
being a
said
possibility.
like, like we should get a mine, or like it'd be really cool if we can do a Minecraft server.
Like a
So
realm or something that you pay for.
yeah, yeah. So I went down a bit of a rabbit hole and set up a. Well, first of all, set up a Minecraft server. Then realised it so just setting up a Minecraft server doesn't on a Windows machine doesn't doesn't allow everybody to connect. There's two different versions, which I quickly found out was Bedrock and Java. Bedrock is like Xbox, iPads, everything else apart from
I feel like
Windows
Java
machines.
was on iPad. Is that not on iPad stuff? Java?
No, it's Bedrock.
Is it?
Apparently, I don't know. So there's two versions.
Hmm.
So apparently Java is only for Windows desktops,
Oh.
and
Or
Bedrock's for
is
everything
it
else.
just Windows desktops, or is it like
I
maybe
don't know.
Linux desktops as well?
I lost caring after I found that out. I was like, okay, right. Well, it doesn't, because I think Pilch put is that can I play on a Xbox or something like that? I was like, no, you can't. And then I found out because the modding sort of community is so large and realize there's a limitation on that, there are mods that you can install
For Java?
um, for integrating both Bedrock and Java
Oh,
users
okay.
to be able to access the same server. So I installed them, and it works
Oh,
because
well, so Bedrock
my,
people and Java people can play together. So I don't
that's
have to
right.
install the Bedrock version, even though I probably have already,
Yeah,
because
you can
Minecraft
have
Launcher
whatever you
probably
want.
installed everything anyway.
You can play on Windows Launcher, Minecraft Launcher. You can play both Bedrock and Java versions from
Yeah.
your PC. But
What's the
I've tested.
benefit of Java versus Bedrock then?
So
Or is there any?
you can't play. No, they're just different,
Why are they different?
but the same. I don't know. Ask fucking Mojang or whatever. I literally don't care. Like I saw this as like this is the most pathetic thing that they could have done.
I
Why
feel
have
like
they got?
Java was the original version of Minecraft, and
I
then
don't know.
Bedrock,
I don't know what
because
it
it
is.
was a thing on PCs, obviously, before it was on everything else.
I don't know. I didn't look into it. I literally give it zero shits. It's like this is the most restrictive thing that they could have done. I'm guessing that they hope to sell more stuff on consoles, because my daughter was saying, oh, that they always like trying to sell realms or get you to access the realms that have
Hmm.
in-app purchase and stuff like that.
You can buy
So-
all sorts of cosmetic stuff in Minecraft.
Yeah. And I'm guessing Bedrock is like a more restrictive way of accessing.
I feel like there's
that,
more
and you don't
stuff
have
in
to-
Java than there was. Like there was all the like the enemy types were more varied and stuff like that before. I think they might all be unified now, but I feel like a lot of stuff came to Java before it went into Bedrock. That's
Maybe.
what I feel like.
I don't know. No idea. Anyway, I set up the server. You if you're in Bedrock or Java, you can do it. I'll post the bits onto the Seals Discord. I'll just make a thing in there, a place, Minecraft. And yeah, 20 persons. I've had a few people access at the same time. Seems okay. I've made a few houses. They're shit.
We made a house
I'm not
together
very...
that was shit.
Yeah.
We just built a quick house and then realised quite quickly that there weren't any enemies. Anyway, so we didn't
Right.
really need to worry about building a house because there wasn't going to be anything to come to kill us in the night time.
And then I did play a little bit after that, and then some enemies were starting to come in night time. There was a zombie in the house.
In the house? I put torches in the house.
And it walked in, it followed me in. I forgot to shut the door.
Oh, Dave.
Oh no, that's what it sounded like. I was like, what's that? What's that? It's like shit, zombie.
At least it wasn't a creeper.
What's that? No,
That would have destroyed your fucking house
is
quite
that
quickly.
the blowy uppy one? Yeah.
Yeah, the ones that fucking attack them and they explode. I've seen the movie, you know.
So yeah, there's that, and then I done that, and I was quite proud of myself. And then somebody's like, and Matt said, "Oh, I really want to play. I really want to play Terraria, because that's had a big update recently as well."
Oh yeah, that's fucking insane. How like I didn't realise that it had a big update. I looked at the videos. I was like, that's fucking mental. That's like been out ages. I bought Terraria when I first got a PC, I think, and like, I literally played it for 2 minutes and never played it since.
Yeah, no, I've not put a lot of time into it, and he wanted a server as well, and I was like, oh, okay.
He always used to talk about that, how mental that game is. That
was really, really easy to set that up. That was literally just go onto Terraria website and download a thing saying set up a website, and then you it's a bat file, and it runs an installer. It just does it all for you. You say what type of server you want. I set up a normal one, and then I think Stan
he has to play master mode or something, otherwise
he wants
it's
it
too
to be
easy.
a lot hard. Like so I did that.
But he's completed Terraria, I believe. Whatever version it was.
He was saying last night that they've put like thousands of hours into it, at least. Matt's put like 800 hours into it on his one account, and he's played it on another account for. Like,
was I there for this conversation?
Yeah, I think so. It was before I left. You're probably trying to not die because I think you jumped into Terraria as well, and like me, just like.
I don't think I played Terraria. I didn't play Terraria last night.
I thought you jumped on.
I'll check my Steam later, but I'm pretty sure I didn't play that.
Maybe you're playing something else at the time.
But I think I loaded Arc Raiders and we just sat in the lobby. I was like, I can't play Arc Raiders. I'm too drunk.
So yeah, so I set up a Minecraft and Terraria servers, and yeah, I'll put them in the Discord if anybody wants to join. I'll put all the details in there.
Cool.
You know, it's while it's there, you know, if you want to make use of it, that's fine. It's no bother on me. It's literally just sitting on a computer that literally does nothing, sitting in the corner, and is on all the time.
So, last game.
Yes.
I've played a lot of this game in the last week.
Have you?
I've been playing it a lot.
Not played as much as you, I don't think.
I'm racking up the hours in this game. No Rest for the Wicked is what I've been playing. And Dave's played a bit too.
Together.
We haven't played together.
No Rest for the Wicked. No, but it's called Together now.
Well, that was the last update. I still think it's called No Rest for the Wicked. But there's now an update to playing together. Because it's still in early access. Yes. Okay. Doesn't really look like an early access game. And there's fucking loads to do in this game, turns out.
I would say it's a Souls-like that's isometric view?
Yeah, I would say bird's eye view kind of thing, yeah.
Yeah,
It's
but
top. It's
like it does
Diablo-y. It's
change.
Diablo-y look like.
Yeah, the perspective changes or the camera angle changes a little bit
You are not
sometimes.
in control of the camera.
No,
This
no,
is
you're in
but it
control
is
of the character.
always from above.
Yes. Um, and yeah, it's no joke. You've
I mean, you
got to
say
look
it's a
after your health.
Souls-like because you quite common say you don't like Dark Souls
I don't like Dark Souls.
because this is very. It's not really a Souls-like. The combat is deliberate and Souls-like. Other than that, I don't really think it's Souls-like at all. It's just the combat.
Okay. I don't. Do you if you die, do you drop all like your
No,
inventory?
no,
No. Okay.
you don't have to go
What do you
back and
lose
collect
when
all the
you
shit.
die?
All you do is your weapons degrade a little bit, and then you go to the blacksmith in
Right.
town and repair all of your good weapons, and you don't have to worry about it anymore.
Right. Right. Okay.
And it doesn't really cost a
So
lot of coin to repair all your shit.
no, no. So I've only put an hour into it. I must admit, I've not put a huge amount of time into it. But what I've done so far is I got to I got to two places where I was out leveled. Like I knew straight away.
There's a couple of bits you
One of
can
them.
pop down and like go through a door or
I
something.
went
And it says
down a. I went. Yeah. I
danger
went
level
through. Yeah. I went
21, and
down
you're
a.
like, that's quite a lot higher than I am.
Yeah. I'm like level 2.
Yeah.
So yeah, I went down there and quickly noped the fuck out of that place pretty quickly.
I
And
didn't
then
even
there's
encounter any
also
enemies in there. I went in there and I was like, I ain't going to hang around in here. I just literally
right.
like, come in, saw that red light, and went, nah, fuck that, going back out.
And then I went to a different place and there was a big bad. Oh no, I say big bad. There was somebody on a bridge, and I fought them once or twice and went, I'm not even touching them. I don't know if I had the wrong weapons or I just, that I was just outclassed. I was like, no, I won't do that. But then I went in a completely different direction, and quite a lot of the map opened up,
Yeah.
and I didn't realize how big or how much of the map I hadn't actually explored. And I went into like the keep, and I
Have
found
you
the
made it
character
to the
that
town
I
yet?
no
No.
no.
Because there's a bit of a puzzle you need to
But
solve to get into the town.
right, okay, I'm guessing you've got to go through the castle keep
There's a
bit, and
big
you've got to
gate
go
that
through
you
the
have to
doors.
open
Yeah,
basically to get into the town.
and you need a crank, but you need to get the
Yeah.
crank from a room that's locked that you got to go to somewhere else to get
Yeah.
the key to.
So
Yeah, I think
yeah.
I'm quite close to that.
Yeah. Because once you get in
So,
a town,
uh,
it becomes a completely different game. I mean,
oh right, okay.
well, it's not completely different, but I've spent I've done all of what you've done, obviously, and
Yes.
I've only got there's the big story quest, but you get lots of, let's say lots, a few sort of side quests that come up as you meet other characters. A lot of characters just sort of give you a few lines of dialogue, might add a little bit to sort of the background story kind of thing or what's going on. There's a lot of poor people in the town that speak to you and they're moaning about somebody or whatever. And that might be relevant to the story later or currently. I don't know. But what I have spent a lot of time doing, there's a guy in town who offers bounties and challenges. And he does
Okay.
4 weekly bounties and 4 weekly challenges, and 4 daily bounties and 4 daily challenges. So
Yeah. Okay.
I've just been going to that guy every day, picking up all the bounties and challenges and basically doing all those and then logging off. So I've not
Oh, fair
really
enough.
progressed the story that much at all because I've just been doing going around the same areas and really starting to really know the areas,
Right.
which are quite big. And then, like you say, I've got to level 15 now.
Okay.
And obviously that's still not level 21 where you popped it like in the earlier parts of the map. You can drop into areas and it's like level 21. You're like, fuck off, no way. And I still haven't got to level 21 after there's a lot to fucking do. I mean, there is a lot to do. But there's also a lot of time wasting to do. And effectively I'm grinding levels, but they've made it fun to do the grinding levels or made it rewarding. because although I'm going around the same areas and killing the same enemies quite a lot, it's not always the same enemies because some of the bounties are like special enemies that are spawn in certain locations, and they're usually a bit more of a challenge.
Yes. Yeah.
But what I've got into as I've leveled is doing all this stuff, as well as you getting like your rewards for completing like a daily bounty might be like coins, currency. And the way the currency, I assume it goes up to gold, but basically you have bronze coins, and once you get to 100 bronze coins, you get a silver coin. Plus, then, and they say you add up, and I've got to the point where I had like fucking 60 silver coins or something stupid, which is a lot of fucking coins. So I've bought a fucking house.
Right, okay.
I bought a big house. I bought a small house.
A dating simulator?
No, there's no dating. No, I bought a big house, and I bought finally.
Dog?
I haven't bought any pets. I assume you can do it, but I've pet lots of dogs and cats around the village when you get in town.
Okay, right.
You can go up. They walk as dogs and cats walking around, and you can go close to them. You just press like Y or triangle or whatever it is on your controller, and you can pet the dogs and cats. And oh yeah, look, Fraser Moore's in the chat. Says Sinners was slop. Here he turned up finally. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
No.
So yeah, anyway, so I've bought my house. I've got a fucking sawmill in my house. I've got an alchemy table in my house. I've got an anvil to craft weapons in my house. Well, I haven't unlocked all the blueprints to get that many weapons yet, because I think they added a mechanic in the last update of these things called a consumable item called research papers. I was like, I don't remember these being here before. And all of a sudden I was just finding fucking loads of them. And you basically use...
What, just off enemies?
Well, just like you dig in fucking holes in the... There's bits where you can dig in the ground. There's bits where you're chopping trees down, and that's all resources. And you have to either donate resources to a cause to unlock levels for, like, when you get into town, there's like a blacksmith, there's a fucking enchantment woman, there's a cook, there's a fucking hotel owning woman with the hotel's fucked, and you have to donate loads of resources for her to rebuild her fucking hotel, and then there's fucking beds and all that bollocks. There's fucking loads of stuff in this game that you've not barely scratched the surface in an hour. And there's still shit I'm fucking finding out after, I don't know, like 20 to 30 hours I've put in this game in a couple of weeks. So I'm really liking this game, really liking it, and there's lots of game. And like I say, I do keep going around the same areas, because I did this in Dark Souls. Like, you go around and you grind out the same areas over and over again to up your levels to make it a bit easier when you find yourself basically like, I'm not strong enough for this, so I need to go and do something else. And on the Dark Souls 3, I don't know how long I spent in the same run. I literally would run for like, it would take 5 minutes to do this run. But I spent multiple hours just doing the same run over and over and over and over again to up my levels. And that made the game, from that point on, I didn't really have to do that again, because I did it so much at the beginning. I got up my levels a bit, and then it was okay from there on. But literally, I was just doing the same run over and over again, but with no real rewards other than leveling. Whereas, like I say, I go and pick up bounties. It gives me a place to go in the map. I finish the bounty, I go back to claim my bounty, and he gives me, as well as coins, either some weapons or some armor or some other resources as well as my reward for completing each bounty. So doing all the daily bounties and daily challenges, plus then the weeklies. Obviously the weeklies are worth more. I racked up so many coins so quick. It was just like, fucking hell, I've got loads of money all of a sudden. Because initially you go and dig a hole and you find like 2 coins or whatever, 2 bronze coins. And like you're killing a couple of enemies and you pick up their whatever they leave behind. It's like you found a fucking bronze coin. You're like, wow, 1 bronze coin. I can't fuck all with that. So there was all of that, and yeah, so I just keep doing that every day, and then once I've done my bounties and my challenges, if I've still got time in me, then I sort of go and progress one of the storylines a bit. And go and try and get a bit further that way. Because there's the town's quite a big place. There's a spot in the town which is a story related bit where you go basically into like it's called the Crucible, but it's kind of like I guess it's like a horde mode, or like, you know, zombies in Call of Duty, where you've got to just go wave after wave of enemies. Once you get through so many waves, you'll complete a level of the Crucible. I don't know how many waves it is,
Right.
because I haven't actually done one yet. And then like, so you start on the ground floor sort of thing, and then you do this. There's a Crucible there, and however many levels that is, once you finish it, it will unlock the next one up the stairs. And there's fucking about 5 or 6 up the stairs. So obviously they get progressively harder. What I have found incredibly useful, and my top tip is, I got into, because it's basically a bit like Diablo, where you're killing things and they drop loot effectively. And like I say, you complete your bounties and you're getting loot. I've gone down the road of, I've got at one point I got given a curved sword. I got a curved sword, and it was quite good. So I was using that, and I was doing alright with it. And then I've had fuck knows how many other weapons. You got like magic weapons, staffs and wands, and I'm like, as soon as I get any of them, I was just destroying them. But I was like, once I got into the village, I'm like, I can go and sell them for some coin. So everything I pick up, like from the bounties, and I'm like, given all this shit, my infantry was full half the time, and I'd be like, I need to get rid of this shit. So I was just destroying it. And then it's like I say, once you're in town, there's all of the vendors that you see, they will buy your shit off you. So I was just like, sell it. It doesn't matter which one you go to, they'll buy all of your shit for the same cost.
Right. Okay.
So you don't have to fucking find the blacksmith to sell all your weapons and all that bollocks.
Okay.
You just go to anybody to sell all of your shit. It's all the same price.
That's
so
good to know, because I was wondering when I was selling my stuff, I was like,
am I getting the best value for this, or am I going to fucking go somewhere else and they'll pay me twice as much? Blah blah blah. Yeah, don't fucking worry too much, especially when it comes to selling stuff. So yeah. Where was I saying? So I'm just getting rid of loads of different types of weapons, like two-handed. I used a big two-handed sword, so I'm basically like a sword and a shield guy now.
I was running around with. Yeah, what are you rocking? Because
I'm rocking a sword and a shield.
Okay.
And
are you defending with the shield much?
I use it as because like you can parry, and when you do get the parry right, you stagger the enemy, and so you can just get a good few hits in, with your sword or whatever.
Yeah.
Well, after you've parried,
or you can shield bash.
You can, I guess. Because
that's what I do. I go in for the shield bash, and then hit, and then like roll away if they're not dead.
Yeah, I mean, the combat is, the Souls likiness of it is like, you have a stamina bar basically, so you can't just wail away at things constantly with no stamina. No. You run out of stamina and then you get fucking walloped if you're not keeping an eye on things. That's the Souls likiness of it. Other than that, it's not really anything else. Certainly not punishing like a Souls game can be when you die and all that sort of stuff. It's pretty forgiving, at least at the moment. But like progression wise, I'm just doing the same thing a lot, but enjoying what I'm doing because there's rewards at the end of it. And there is, the story is all right as far as I'm concerned. I don't know, it's pretty good. It's interesting.
What you've encountered of the story,
but I haven't really, gone down the story road quite so much, because like I was on my way to do eventually I found my way out, because when you're in town there's like the Inquisition kind of weird fucking church people turn up, and then like you've got to go and meet this woman who's like the top knob of the church guys, and so there's a pointer on the map, but it's miles out from where I am. Like I haven't gone anywhere near it, and I was at some point after doing all load of bounties one day, I was like, right, let's go and fucking try and get to that point. And it took me a while to find the right way through the town. That is a bit of a thing. Like it didn't say go here. It may have done, but I missed it. But I mean, in town there are like signposts, and you go up to the sign, just walk up to the signpost, and there'll be a little gold arrow saying X amount, whatever it is, this way. Up is that way. Up is X, whatever it is, and then to the right is the nameless path or whatever, which is the way I was supposed to be going. It's like, oh right, I should have been following these fucking signs because they actually do tell you where to fucking go. So eventually I wrenched out of town because a lot of the ways out of town were bad news, like red areas that I'm not fucking going into, that I had found, and then I found the right way out of town. Or there was exits that were just blocked that you couldn't go through at the time. And so yeah, I went off to meet this person, and then basically just got sidetracked by all the other shit that I encountered on the way. But yeah, and so I've got about 4 quest lines on the go at the minute. One of them is the Crucible thing that you have to do over many times. Once you've done a level on it, it's go and see the person who was talking about it for you to find out more about what's going on in there. Which I assume after the first Crucible level's finished, then you'll have to keep going back to this person, and they'll go, "Oh, that's interesting. We found out this bit of information. You might get some rewards, I guess. I don't know." But there's like fishing and stuff. Everything's involved. Yeah, there's a bit of get yourself a fishing rod and get out there and get some fish. There's little spots you see the fish flapping around in the sea or whatever, and it's like, oh, I can do some fishing here, and you like press. Well, I'm using PlayStation, so it's triangle or Y on an Xbox. Throw your line out, and like an amount of time later, you'll get a little buzz on the controller. And what I didn't realise at the time, I was just literally pressing like triangle to whip my rod back in, and like it would catch the fish. But it, like everything else, like the cutting of the trees, the digging of the holes, the fishing, and the mining, there is like a little circle that appears.
There's a circle bar,
and there's like a red portion at the end. If you hit the button at the right time, you get extra stuff. You get a perfect, and the same with the fishing. Like a thing comes up, and I didn't spot it, clock it, because I was looking at the fish. But then the circle appears next to your character, so I hadn't even really noticed it because I was looking at the wrong part. I was like, oh, actually. And when you start zapping that, you get all these. You get the fish, plus sometimes you'll get these other resources that are used for enchanting and all that sort of shit. Because you can there's fucking so much stuff going on. I've now got like all my armor's got like it's been enchanted with like, so it's got certain traits like plus damage to lightning and like I don't know, fucking there's all sorts of buffs that you can get randomly, and then you get all these things called gems. So you can just slot a load of gems into an item. You get 4 gem slots usually, but if you enchant it, you lose 3 gem slots, but it leaves 1 gem slot free. So I had all this armor, and it was quite heavy, but it was quite good. It had really high stats, but I couldn't wear it because it was too heavy, and I couldn't fucking move properly. So one of the gems was like, it makes it lighter by 20%. So I banged a load of those on some of the armor. So then I was like in the normal weight category, so I could still dodge roll properly. But I had all this cool armor on, and then a couple of the gems I'd slot in like it does extra lightning damage or whatever. So then what I did was, with my sword, I infused lightning power permanently on my sword. So I've got this sword, and it's like you hit things with the fucking sword, and they start like getting electrocuted as well as taking physical damage. Obviously, some enemies, I guess, you get to the point where they're kind of immune or less susceptible to the lightning damage, so you'll need to switch to something else. Yeah, exactly. But at the moment, lightning's pretty fucking good, and I'm just like, because what happens usually, if you hit him on a couple of 2 or 3 times, it fucking starts sparking lightning across all the other enemies that are around, and it's like, this is really fucking cool. And there's also some of the elemental effects interact with each other, so it's like, I can't remember all of them. So if something's been burning, and you then do lightning attack to it, it does like a second fucking thing where it's like, I don't know, doing another damage over time kind of thing. So what I did then was I infused my shield with firepower, so I could like wallop something with my shield or block with my shield, and it would automatically put things on fire. And then I could attack it with lightning, and it would add all these extra combinations together. So there's all of that stuff to deal with.
Yeah.
Like all of the...
there's a bit of...
there's a lot of depth. A lot of depth to all of the mechanics, I would say. And after playing clear obscure and going right down those fucking roads with all of the fucking Pictos and the Luminas and fucking combining everything into this huge, powerful shit. This is a good game if you got into all those mechanics. That's like, I really went down that in a big way, and I was like, and I'm doing it again. And I'm like, this is cool because I can do.
Yeah.
If I do this and this, then some cool shit happens. But like I say, visually also, it's very impressive for like a. I can't really remember Diablo 4. It didn't really make any sort of impact on me. I know you played quite a lot of Diablo 4, didn't you?
Yeah, I put like probably 10 hours into it. I think not huge
I mean,
amount.
that's they're
Not
both
mega
both
numbers,
these
but
games are like ARPGs as they call them. They're both in
yeah,
the same
right.
genre, but I feel this one, for whatever reason, has really got its hooks in me, and I feel like it's just more interesting mechanically and story wise and stuff like that. Diablo was just a bit like, I don't know, I'm just clicking all the time. Whereas this is much more like the combat's more interesting.
Yeah, yeah. I think in this I feel like there's more active control of the characters rather than Diablo 4. You're like a god hand over the
Hmm.
character, but in this you're directly controlling the character. It's quite weird. But yeah, I don't know. I liked it. I think when I get to the same point that you are in the town, we can actually probably play together. I don't
Yeah, I don't
think
know
it's
how
gonna
it will
be.
work with like the disparity of levels and things like that, but I mean, I could just start. And you can just you can have like 3 or 4 characters
Right.
uh, and then I could just start a new. Like I've got my
I
realm
wonder
going.
if you've got like a shared inventory between your characters, so
Well,
that like stuff.
I've got chests in my house with like I put stuff in, so
Right.
you can share stuff. Like I can block people coming in my house as well and
Oh,
stuff like
okay.
that. So
Right.
you've
Okay.
got a lot of control over who's allowed in and all that sort of stuff. So
Yeah.
yeah, I'm
Mm.
becoming a real estate magnate. I'm going to buy every house in town.
And then charge it rent.
I'll say there is a lot going on in this game, and you can choose to engage with those mechanics to a large degree or not. I'd say,
Right.
like you don't really need a house because all the things you can put in your house. When you don't need a big fancy house, is what I say. It's
No.
useful to have a house. There's one called the Hovel. I assume is the shittest house in the game. It's
Right.
the cheapest
Right.
one, and if you just put some chests in there to like store your excess consumables and stuff, because I did find I was like getting quite a lot of full inventories quite early. I was like, "Fuck! I've always got too much shit." I was
Yeah.
like, "Oh, I want to pick that up to find out what it is."
Because it
Really,
impacts your weight as well, doesn't it?
yeah.
So
Well, some things do. I think it's only armor and weapons that actually impact weight, because all like this, the spades, the pickaxes, they've all got 0 weight. I think it's purely armor and weapons and shields that affect the weight. If you're carrying fucking 3,000 dinners, because you can do cooking as well. You cook your own meals. You can just eat apples, but if you find a fucking fire, you can make dinners, and they're much better for like healing and stuff like that. And then you can unlock new recipes for more fancy. I've got a shepherd's pie recipe.
ooh,
That
I like shepherd's
that
pie.
restores something like 250 health, but I haven't got 250 health to restore. So
I can contest that a whole shepherd's pie would definitely restore 250 of my
I had
health
cottage pie
points.
for dinner tonight.
Yeah.
Oh, Lord said evening, guys, on the chat. I haven't noticed. I don't know how it's been. Hello, Lord. Thanks for dropping by. So yeah, I'm going to be playing this a lot. I think still, and it feels like I've not really progressed the story, barely at all. But I'm still played it for like 30 hours or something stupid. So
You
yeah,
get it now. Yeah.
yeah, I'm racking up the numbers and like I
And
sit
it's not
here.
even 1.0.
No,
It's not
exactly.
even
I
actually
don't think it's
released.
far off 1.0 because I feel like there's a lot of fucking stuff in this game already. I don't know how much more they're going to add. If there's going to be new areas, I don't know. I don't like I say I don't have a clue how much there is to the game. Really, I haven't really
No.
looked too much online about what there is. I looked at the roadmap; it was supposed to be finished last year, So that's not a great sign. But they are still actively developing, obviously, because they've just pumped out a massive update for the co-op. I feel like that's probably taken quite a lot of time to get right, because they obviously had a vision of what they wanted their co-op to be, and certainly what they didn't want it to be, and that's probably been a fairly big challenge to make sure that all fucking works the way they want it to without breaking the fucking game. Because that literally wasn't in the game. I don't know if that was the plan forever, but the community is feedbacking all the time, and they obviously go, "It would be really cool if I could play this with my friends," and they go, "Yeah, that would be really cool actually, and this is how we're going to do it." And then they spend a year fucking making it happen. So I don't know when it'll be out, but there's more than enough to get you going at the moment, and hope. Well, I don't know if that. I don't. It feels like every update they've done hasn't wiped any progress that you've made. You've not had to redo everything all over again, so they've just like managed to add all this new stuff without making you have to start all over again, which is kind of cool. But yeah, this has got potential game of the year shit going on right now already. So for me, so we'll see if you play it more. And yeah, how we'll have to have. Well, we have to. I would quite like to give it a go with somebody else, and you're the only person who's bought it. It's still on sale. The free it was free to access for a few days. Well, that finished on Monday, but it is still on sale until next.
That's
I think it's the 5th of February.
I installed it, played about 10 minutes, went, "Oh, I'm going to buy this," because actually it's 40% off.
Yeah, it was 21 quid or something. Yeah,
21 quid. And yeah, and I was like, yeah, no, because it's supposed to be 34, 35 pounds.
I mean, even at full price, it's not an expensive game compared to it's like a half price game, effectively for current prices at full price. So yeah, 20 quid. Like I say, I've more than had my money's worth out of it already. But I'm not finished with it by any means, because I just keep finding out more stuff, which I like.
Yeah.
So
no, I'm going to get there. But yeah, as I say, I've only just put an hour into it. But yeah, I'm definitely going to put some.
So I don't know if I've put you off by talking about it so much, or whether it's made you more interested.
No, you've piqued my interest. You know,
good.
it's but yeah, just getting time.
Yeah.
I don't have a lot of time at the moment.
Well, stop playing your silly idle games, Dave.
Oh well, it's not that. It's committing the time. It's committing the time. It's thinking
Blocks
that I'm
of
going to play
time.
this, and I need to.
Yeah, because I usually play it for a good hour at least, and it's usually more like 2 to 3 maybe. But it's usually late for me. I'm like up late playing instead of going to bed.
I know. Yes,
yeah.
I'm trying to get better at that.
I'm not. Anyway, I think we're done in terms of games. It's been a long one. We did have a little break, but it wasn't that long. Good job Fraser wasn't here to talk about his 10 games that he'd have played this week.
Oh no, bloody
10 games of Hunt, that would have been anyway. So, unless you've got anything to add, I think we'll call that a show.
I think we're done.
Cool.
I think we're good.
I think there will be a show next week, probably, I guess, in one form or another. I'm going to miss a couple of weeks later on in the year, but that's like summery time, so we've got plenty of time to sort some shit out around there. But yes, as it is, would you like to do a little outro, Dave?
I haven't done an outro in a long time, but I will. Hang on a second. I can do an outro. Thank you for listening to the Seal Podcast. If you'd like to ask us questions and get involved, please contact us on our web form, which is sealpodcast.com on our website. You can also contact us via email, which is sealpodcast@gmail.com, or join us on our Discord server. A link is pinned on our social medias and website. We have YouTube and Twitch channels, which we upload and stream to. And then Neil, do you want to shout out for our
so
choppers?
Mint Safe, Andy, Fraser, and Lord. thank you for popping in, saying hello, and I hope you enjoyed what you saw or whatever you saw, whatever you heard. Thank you, everyone, for listening, as you said, Dave, and we will hopefully be back next week. Can't see any reason why not.
No reason why not.
Hopefully Fraser gets the show sorted and edited tonight.
Come on, Fraser, sort it out.
Yeah, so thanks again, everyone. We'll see you soon.
Cool. Cheers, guys. Thank you. See you later.